hate this place so much. I hate this place so much. I really hate it. I really hate it. Well, hmm. Wow, that's good. I think watermelon's pretty good. Huh. Nobody cares. Here's what it is. So we got a cigar. We got each other. We got a match. That's all you need. I mean, you really don't need an ashtray. In theory, you could just put it in your pocket or throw it on the floor or whatever you want to do. I don't know. Brandish your balls. I don't recommend that, but it is what it is. Um, it's a Wednesday night. The week's almost done, but this toxic air. There's apparently big fires in Canada the past week, and the air quality yesterday was even worse. The air quality was terrible. It is what it was. This is the Gatekeeper. This is Robusto. I've had this cigar before, but not like shut the fuck. Not like epically amount. Maybe I had it 2 times in my life. So we're coming back to this cigar. I don't even know if I have a review on it. Maybe, maybe not. But it's irrelevant if I have it on. We're gonna see what we get out of it right now. It's sliding. We know moisture's okay. All right. This is how you know Richie hates this place. There's one person here, and I sent him to the dome. I domed the one guy in the audience. I don't fuck with Richie. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do you think I need this? Think I need you? You think I care? Well, now this. You want to go too? You want to go hang out with him? Here's what it is. You want to go there, Uncle Larry? You want to go out there, hang out with Tina Turner? That's not nice. Rest in peace, Tina Turner. But Tina Turner now is in the dome. What's love got to do with it? That was a terrible cut. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what happened. Every part of it was ugly. Shit. Yeah. I don't got time for that shit. A rather warm night. Probably didn't need the jacket. Rather warm night. Soft, gentle heat. Can't stress it enough. You want to use soft, gentle heat to gently warm up that cigar. Take your time. Take your time. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Well, cigar has good construction. Cigar has a very good draw. So it's got that going for it. Nice smoke output. Here's what it is. Off the bat, it's a darker cigar. Off the bat, it's a medium plus. So that gives us the illusion that it's probably going to get to medium full. Finishes, it's there. It's not a weak finish. So that's the initial impression. Generally, initial impression, generally with darker cigars, stronger cigars, generally from there, they generally build up. If you have a darker, stronger cigar, or that looks like one, or kind of advertised like one, um, if it doesn't get any power, it's kind of a letdown. holding the smoke on the palate, it's starting to develop. It's starting to build up. It doesn't feel like right now. The cigar doesn't feel like a crazy exotic type of Maduro cigar. Although it doesn't feel like a truly classical Maduro cigar. And who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe this is not a Maduro cigar. I didn't look up the blend. We're just going by looking at the wrapper, right? That looks like a very uh, dark brown cigar. Now maybe it's an Ecuadorian Habano that went through I don't know, went through what, I don't know, went through shit. I don't know. It's been a drive by. It went through two divorces. I don't know. It had cancer and it beat it. I don't know. Maybe it had a hard life. You know, I don't have an answer for that. But so off the bat, at the beginning, it's not great, but it's not terrible. But that's just so I like it off the bat. Thank you. Yeah, for an Habano wrapper, it's a very dark Habano. So in that case, would they just leave it longer out in the sun, right? I don't know. Because looking at it, I mean, does anybody ever classify it? Because obviously, does anybody ever classify their Habanos as Habano Maduro? Nobody cares. I don't got time for this shit. Who is this guy? Sacco? Who cares, right? Who cares? Is what it is. Hole in the Smoke, it's not bad. It's a good cigar, but Hole in the Smoke, it's not a great cigar. It's a good cigar, but it's not a great cigar. It is a good cigar off the bat. Now, of course, there are cigars, i.e., like the purple, where off the bat it was just take my money. You know what I'm saying? No, no. So the initial impression of the cigar is good, which is better than bad or better than bad. No, it's a good cigar initial impression, but not like a wowza, and that means something. It is what it is. Hey, who's this guy?
What's up, brother?
Hey, how's your balls?
Fresh. I took a shower earlier.
It's not the best feeling. That's the best gift you could give your body is a second shower. Man, that
I like
second
an
shower,
I like an I like an evening shower for sure.
yeah, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. Get fresh after work,
I,
after dinner.
I like a hot shower, almost as hot as I can stand it. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, it cleanses the soul. I can't stress it enough. But you got to use good quality soap. Good quality
I
soap.
like that Dr. Squatch, I think it is.
Yeah, that's a good one. I got that.
I like the pine tar actually. The black one.
That's a good one. The pine tar is good. I also have the Dr. Squatch beard wash, and it really
Okay.
keeps your beard from getting dry, especially here, Colorado's no humidity. So my beard would be flaking. Like I have to wash it. I generally wash it every day. Besides, like when the shower obviously gets wet, but probably almost every day I use that Dr. Squatch just a little bit, and it makes the beard really soft. But it's not a beard; it's a goatee. I can't grow a beard like you. It's not in my genetics. I can't.
Yeah, some people can. I got a lot of friends that are in their 40s and they can't. Just comes in patchy or whatever. I couldn't actually grow a full beard until I was probably about 30.
It's just not in my genetics. It is what it is.
Yeah.
My father could. My brother could. In between, he can grow better than me, but not as good as my father. And I think I don't know because my mother's side. I never saw my grandfather with a beard, the Italian side, but that was just the old school mob guys. They all had, they shaved their face every day. On my mother's side, they always shaved. One guy had a mustache, but one guy, one time for a year, he had a beard. So I don't know if they could grow all beards. I don't know. I never asked.
Hmm.
In the '80s, they all had mustaches.
Yeah. So, you like that cigar? It sounds like one of the shops has that cigar, and I almost picked it up, but I've never tried it.
I like it. I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. It's a good cigar. It's not great, and there's a place for that. You know what I'm saying? Though, what I mean is, so wouldn't you like a first choice? But if you're somewhere and it was like between this and like a Perdomo 20, I'd say get this. If it's between two cigars you don't really want, but they don't have anything you really like, you know what I'm saying? Though, it's good to have backup stuff like a reserve parachute. It's not your first choice, but you know.
Yeah.
So, you know what it kind of feels like, but not as good. It kind of feels like. Do you ever have the not the Fuente, but it's the Ashton? No, the J.C. Newman Maximus. I'm sorry. Is it Maximus or what's it called?
Diamond Crown Maximus.
Diamond Crown Max? Yes. Okay. It's called yeah. And I think both have Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it kind of
That's
feels like.
pretty good.
But believe it or not, the Diamond Crown Maximus is probably a little darker feeling. It's stronger feeling, but actually is a little dirtier feeling. This. I actually find the Diamond Crown Maximus. It's not like their high end Diamond Crown. Like it's generally like I can get it for like $12, which is really reasonable for Fuente. Um, so, what did you think about the Diamond Crown Maximus?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. There's another one they have too. I think that's dark. Can't think of the name.
Well, you have the Diamond Crown Maximus. You have the Julius Caesar. You have the.
Yeah, the Julius Caesar. Yeah.
But no, but then there's a Diamond Crown Black. I think right.
Yeah. I was going to say there's another Diamond Crown. Yep, I think it's black or something like black.
There's a whole bunch of models. I haven't
Yeah.
gone crazy into Diamond Crown. Because I generally would go with Fuente over Ashton, and then Ashton over J.C. Newman. That's just my opinion overall. Um, but no, I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad, but it's not. It's somewhere in between, and for some people that would really piss them off. Like, well, what's worse? Would you rather have a good cigar or a bad cigar? Probably a good cigar, right? But
Uh,
but
I will say, I think I like talking about JC Newman. I think I prefer the Ashton stuff over JC Newman.
oh, I just said that. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, I go in the natural order: Fuente, Ashton, J.C. Newman. Because they're all Fuente cigars. I'm just saying them.
Although, though, I mean, the Ashton ESG and the VSG,
Those
phenomenal.
are
That's
great. You would
yeah.
take the ESG over Anejo?
Mm, good question. See, I don't know. I think that's a hard. It's a different kind of party. I think. I mean,
Different kind of
it's
party, and the ESG is a more expensive cigar without gouging. The Anejo really is a $16 cigar right now.
the e, the ESG though. I'll tell you what, that is. It is a beautiful cigar. If you're in that type of mood, a nice medium plus, but with great fucking phenomenal flavor, like ESG is where it's at. If you're looking for a punch in the face powerhouse, then smoke the VSG.
Oh, VSG. But I was talking about the Anejo.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a hard comparison. I mean, I think it depends on my mood. If I want
Well,
something
because you're
dark,
jumping brands, you are kind of well. In reality, you could say the Anejo is on the same level of the ESG. A lot of people wouldn't argue with that, but I think the MSRP on the regular MSRP on the Anejo is cheaper than the ESG. ESG is Ashton's most expensive cigar. It costs more than VSG, right?
yeah, I think I paid. Ooh, I want to say $500 for the box that I bought, or close to that, for a box of 25
Okay,
Victoria.
you paid basically $20 a stick.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
And that's
10.
about right. I mean, if you're ordering online, if you're going to a lounge, you're going to pay more.
Oh yeah, that's online because you pay 25 cigars. $10 is 250. $20
But
is
still,
50.
I mean, fuck. I mean, $500 for a box of cigar. I mean, that's a lot of money. But they're good. They're
Well,
worth it.
I mean, you should just smoke Padrones because they're fake Cubans. Capiche?
Yeah.
Dude,
Capiche.
that was a fun episode, man. I mean, that was you haven't been on since. We haven't seen you since what Saturday night.
No, I was on the other night. I don't know. I think Saka was on. I came in. Remember, I was busting balls.
I don't believe you.
Remember, I was trolling everybody. We're trolling
Oh
you
no,
more likely.
on the lounge like on. I mean, this is I consider on.
Yeah, I ain't been
I'm,
on. Yeah, I haven't been on the camera.
I don't count comment section. The concept, it's a peanut gallery. I don't give a shit.
Well, you got me for a little bit. I do have to work tonight.
What
So
are you
you got me
counting?
for a little. Huh?
Hey, you watching the clock?
Hey, but I'm blessed enough to be able to work from home. I'll be on the computer, on the phone, so I don't actually have to go anywhere. I just got
Yeah,
to
the
walk
best part
about
about that is taking
30
it.
feet.
You got your own bathroom. That's nice,
Yeah, yeah, that's nice.
dude. You work out anywhere else. Bathrooms can be.
Yeah,
Really got to think about it, man. You got to think about it.
yeah.
Like
Like if you're working outdoors, like let's say like you're a like let's say you climb poles for like the power company or something. Like where are you shitting? Like
you're shitting, you're shitting in a bucket. I mean,
yeah.
pissing doesn't matter, but you're shitting in a bucket somewhere. You know, whatever. You do what you got to do. You do what you got to do, I guess.
Well, since I have to work tonight, I decided I would treat myself. I'm smoking a good one. Just the normal Opus X, but yeah.
There's no normal Opus X. Opus X is still phenomenal. I feel sometimes because there's so many Opus X, the regular one's like, oh, it's just a regular one. That doesn't deserve that. Regular Opus X,
No,
in my opinion, the regular Opus X deserves the most respect because that was the foundation that all of Fuente was built on. Fuente without Opus X, I mean, it would still be a great company, but you understand what I'm saying, though. That's what put Opus X and forward is what put, because you wouldn't even have the Anejo without Opus X. You know what I'm saying, though? Because that's just an Opus X with a different rapper. Opus X put Fuente on the map. That's my opinion. Yeah, I mean, you can take it or leave it.
yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. I mean, have you ever? There's a pretty good documentary. I don't know who actually made it. I don't really know if it's official, but on YouTube, it's about the Fuente family. Have you seen it? It's about an hour, maybe hour long or so.
It has the
Maybe a little.
father sitting in the chair in the white shirt, and they talk
Yep,
about
yep.
yeah, it has senior on it.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, Carlito and Senior on there. But
Well,
Carlito talks about,
they talk about we
uh,
can make more Opus X, but we can't rush time. They were talking. Yeah, that was a
yeah,
great.
they wouldn't be as good. That's what they said. But yeah, they talk about, Carlito talks about when he developed Opus X. He had somebody come to the factory that was, I don't know who it was. He never said, but it was somebody
It was.
well respected.
I think. I think it was either a great winemaker or sommelier or something like that.
Somebody, somebody, yeah. And he told him, he said, you're a great, you make good cigars, but you'll never be great. And he's like, well, what do you mean? He's like, well, you just make cigars. You just construct them. You're not growing it. You're not making it basically from the ground up. So that's kind of what spawned the Opus
Yeah,
X.
he said you have all the quality control, you have all the makings of a great company, but you don't make your own. In house. His own. I guess Puro. I guess.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah. I mean, that was the other thing, right? Opus was the first Dominican Puro. So, and even to this day, there's not many pure Dominican, cigars out
You had the that shit one. Well, the great one. Remember the one we had, but then the second one was not the same. Remember that one the
there.
original.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a great cigar.
Or Amber, or
Amber
something.
was like it was like a half quality. It was like a poor man's Opus X. It was delicious. Um,
Yeah. I wish I could have tried that one that you had.
Hey, what's up, Dreamlight? Yeah, that's a one-time deal from a couple of years ago. It was a leftover box. Because remember how brown that cellophane was? But then the new one sucked, so don't ever buy that one. Don't
Yeah.
buy the amber; it sucked. And what's up,
Yeah.
Max?
Yeah.
So
I don't know what else. I mean, I think there's a few others out there. But yeah, not many. Not many.
you got the Cohiba Dominicana. That's pure.
Mm.
At least I believe so. It is.
I think
Uh,
you're right. Yeah.
I don't know what else. I mean, dude, I
Um,
can't think of five. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, yeah. Most of them don't have an actual Dominican rap.
yeah. Davidoff doesn't. Whatever. Oh, Padron
Even
does.
even even the Davidoff Dominicana, like that doesn't have a Dominican rapper. It's all Dominican except for the rapper. I think it's an Ecuadorian rapper.
I
If I'm
thought it
not
was like,
mistaken.
dude.
But I love that fucking cigar with
If
that
it's
big
not a
step.
shade grown or some type of Maduro, it's 9 times out of 10 it's Ecuadorian something now. Ecuadorian Sumatra, Ecuadorian Habano. Dude, Ecuador's making majority of rap. Or you gotta say if it's not Connecticut broadleaf or Mexican San Andreas, yeah, it's like automatically everything's Ecuadorian Habano or Ecuadorian something Sumatra. You get what I'm saying though. It's a lot. It's a lot of cigars.
I'll say and they're kind of growing on me, but Habano wrappers were my, I'll say, least favorite.
They're getting
But
better. But this year's the new cigars that came out this year, anything with like a Habano wrapper, or as far as like you said, like Ecuadorian Habano, they've gotten better. I don't know.
yeah.
They have more sweetness.
Well, and I think my palate is probably developing too. I mean, I think your palate always changes and stuff. You go through phases. You might start out smoking light cigars, and then you go to, you migrate to something heavy. But yeah, I mean, I think my palate, I'm liking Habano more than I used to.
Yeah. Um,
I tell you what though, and I told you what I fucking loved the other day. That pork tenderloin by Tatuaje, the new one, man. I
well,
think I shouldn't even be spending money. I think I'm gonna buy a package of them. They come in like a butcher sheet bundle or something, like wrapped in butcher paper.
yeah, but did it remind you of anything or no?
You know what? So they changed it. First of all, they were using a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper on the pork tenderloin. This year they put a Mexican San Andreas wrapper on it over Nicaraguan filler and binder. Um, I tell you what it really reminded me of, and Sacco can attest to this. I know him and I kind of agree. Like when I smoke a Cuban, when I retrohale Cubans, I get almost like a floral spice to them, and I was getting that on that cigar. Now it was a little different. It was a little darker with that San Andreas, but whatever they did with that blend, that Nicaraguan tobacco and that wrapper, I mean, at least for me, it's definitely the best tattoo I have ever smoked, for sure, hands down.
That's interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I'll have to wait to see it. Um, yeah, I mean, Tatuaje is a
And that's another wrapper that I'm really the San Andreas wrapper. I'm really enjoying um, a lot.
for me, the San Andreas wrapper and the Mexican Center and the Connecticut broadleaf, some of my favorite cigars. But if they don't have strong fillers, I hate
Right.
Connecticut broadleaf that's weak. I hate a Mexican San Andreas cigar that's weak. Like if I'm going to Mexican San Andreas wrapper, you understand what I'm saying though? Because the wrapper just dictates the flavor. But if you don't have strong fillers behind it, push what it is. I don't like, dude. I've had a mild. One time I had a mild Mexican San Andreas. I couldn't stand it. Like I don't want a mild Mexican San
Mhm.
Andreas.
Yeah, I have to. I have to, and I agree with you. That's a great point, and I think that's what it is. Like, I think it's that Nicaraguan tobacco that's pushing that. Like, oh man,
Well, dude, mild Nicaraguan. If I'm gonna have like a Connecticut shade, I want Connecticut with like, you get what I'm saying? Over like, if you, it's different kind of. Don't make strong. Well, anything could be strong or weak, I guess. But I guess the social norm, like shade grown cigars, are generally mild to medium, give or take. I like them when they push medium plus. Okay, yeah. But when you go to like darker wrapper cigars, Mexican San Andreas, if you push it with mild fillers, I am so bored. Can you imagine a Padron 26 if it was mild? Oh, you'd be bored of your
yeah.
mind.
You know what though? Speaking of that, and I'm pissed off at myself. I never knew this because I've never tried one. It's Zach's favorite cigar, the Oliva V Maduro or Melanio Maduro, but I didn't know that was a San Andreas wrapper. I thought it was a broadleaf. I didn't know. So I'm definitely going to be looking to try an Oliva V Maduro.
It is not a toothy wrap. It's a very it's a really high quality wrap. Don't get the word quality. It's a high grade, meaning it's very flawless. Because you could have two wrappers of the same kind, and one they both have the same strength of flavor, but quality as far as being flawless, that doesn't affect flavor. That does affect price though and the look. You know what I'm saying though? So for what they're charging for that, you can get that cigar for $12 to get that level of quality wrapper on that thing. It almost, you know what I'm saying though. Normally Mexican San Andreas is pretty toothy and pretty can be pretty tough looking. The Melania Maduro is and consistency. No, no joke. I probably smoked that cigar minimum 50 times, a lot. Um, it's always the same in a good way. It has never let me down. And Oliva's construction is, my opinion, right
I
there
mean,
with
I love the regular V. I've got some regular V's, and I've tried the Melanio. I like that cigar too.
they don't
Just never
smoke
tried the Maduro.
as a faster, more powerful smoke. Where the Oliva gives you a little more slow, more time with it, but it's, you get what I'm saying? The Padron is like the airflow is. Love
You
it
know
or
what would be awesome? I was thinking about it. Like, what if Padron did? Because we were just talking about this, right? Because like Padron does Nicaraguan puros, obviously, and Padron, obviously they're godlike cigars, right? I mean, but we were kind of talking the other day, like they all like what you're getting into, right? When you light one up, they're all kind of in that.
at the end of the day, you know what it's starting to feel like? It's starting to feel like Fast and Furious. You know what
Right.
kind of is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. But what if they put a San Andreas wrapper?
well, what if, my question is, what if they already have San Andreas Wrapper and they're lying?
Mm, I don't think so. I don't think so.
You can't say it's not possible. Who verifies?
But I've never smoked a Padron where I've thought I would take, because San Andreas has a pretty unique profile, I would say. I
I
mean,
mean,
most rappers, I would say, have a unique profile. If you're an experienced cigar smoker, I mean, you can usually kind of like you know what I mean, like
yeah, I mean,
pinpoint what you're smoking.
anyone can be fooled, though. You know. Hey, what's up? How you doing? All right? Good. Yeah. What's your podcast? Yeah, I'm just hanging out smoking cigars with my friends. They're not really friends. I don't even like this guy, but it is what it is. That's awesome. Hey, how we going, bro? How you doing, right?
If they use,
What happened?
I was just reading Sacco's comment.
What do you say?
What if they use Piloto Cuban DR filler?
Yeah, maybe. No, honestly, bro, I'll be dead serious. And Jeremy, I like you, okay? All right, hope you didn't get offended, okay?
I kind of like you too,
Yeah.
a little bit.
So look, I just saw someone stand there a little too long, and Richie's like, um, no, he's a nice guy. But yeah, I swear, dude, they were this guy that was besides Johnny Padrones, there was a guy that ran the Davidoff. I'm sorry, well, it's connected with Davidoff, the Matador Lounge, which they're connected with the Davidoff company because Davidoff of Brooklyn is owned by Matadors, so they're kind of a loosely they're their own company, but they work together. Like Davidoff makes cigars just for Matadors. I don't know if you know that in New York. So they have
Okay.
three lounges plus the Brooklyn, but they'll make a Brooklyn Davidoff and sell it at Brooklyn Davidoff and at the three Matadors. And this guy that ran it, he swears, and other people in the industry were talking about as well. This I'm going back maybe 5-6 years ago. That Patron has a Mexican San Andreas wrapper, and they buy the wrapper from General. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. But dude, they were talking about it like it was like everyone knows, but like no one talks about it.
Hmm.
I can't confirm that, but I mean, is it really a stretch?
I mean, maybe not. I mean, I guess the maybe a lot of your taste is also fooled by your eyes. Because I always hear, like smoke a cigar blindfolded, right? Like, so you don't know what you're smoking.
Dude,
And I've never done it, but they say you'd be surprised.
if you got a BJ from someone blindfolded, you wouldn't know, and your hand, no touching, you wouldn't know. You might be surprised, and then you might feel really.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying, though? If you didn't know,
yeah, yeah.
right? Like if afterwards you're like, "How was it for you?" You're like, "Oh no, ah, 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 ah." You're just screaming. Um, but my point is, I'm not saying I have any confirmation, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually heard kind of on that same level, that same topic. So we also talked about, I think you talked about it, like Cuba using non-Cuban tobacco, right? Like that rumor's kind of floating out there. Some people have
I've
said it.
heard before too. That's not me. I've heard guys talk about that.
Well, what I was going to say is, I was watching an interview. This guy, he's European, and he wouldn't say who he knew, but he said he had a very reliable source, like this person he knew, that said that one time they were at least going to buy, I forget how many pounds of Costa Rican tobacco. They were going to use it for wrapper, but for whatever reason that fell through. So um, I
And
guess just with that being said, it's at
Atabey,
least been talked about.
you have Atabey and Select Tobacco in Costa Rica, and that guy used to make Cuban cigars for Siglo, Siglo and the Behike. It's not a stretch. It's not a stretch, dude. Let's just
Yeah.
do. People lie. I don't know if people lie.
I mean, yeah, I mean, because that's a question, right? I mean, because Cubans obviously are puros, but if you slipped a few leaves of something else in there, I mean, are you going to tell the difference? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Cuba can't keep up with their demand, and Cuban
No.
cigars they can sell for more because people believe they're better, right?
Well,
Well,
and that I think that's the main reason why they did what they did with their prices because
well,
they
let's
now have a world standard. Though their cigars sell for the same price no matter where you're buying them at. That was the idea. Now, obviously, currency conversion, whatever, depending where you're buying it, but it all equals the same value. And I think they did that though to try to curb some of the supply and demand issue because now, I mean, I don't buy them from sites, but I've looked before. A lot of these sites that do sell them overseas, they've got a lot more than they used to have because people
um,
aren't buying them like they used to.
that's all I'm
Except
saying.
for China. China's buying the shit out of Cohiba.
Yeah, but um, I wouldn't put it past. Let's give it a different business outlook. People that sell drugs, do they sell puros or do they step on it? Even at 50%, they generally step on it even more than that, right? They chop it up with baby powder or whatever the fuck they're gonna put it with. I don't know. I don't know whatever the fuck they
I'm
put.
sure. Yeah, yeah. I don't. I'm not very familiar in the subject, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I've only seen it on TVs. I've seen it in the
yeah,
movies.
yeah, yeah.
But my point is though, but that's only because everyone's buying. So if you're making Cuban cigars and you're at max capacity, and you're like, we don't want to make any more money. Bullshit. You gotta say, how can we make more money? Well, if we buy tobacco from Nicaragua, and that person said the same thing that the Cubans were using Nicaragua in some of their fillers. Is it true?
Yeah.
Well, why would they want to make more money? They can only make so much tobacco.
I mean, obviously, yeah, they're going to make more money. You know, and raising the prices. It all it all ties together. But it's kind of a win-win for them, right? They make more money, and they and their supply and demand issue is curbed a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he said, "What step on it mean?" Well, fuck that. You guys never watched the movie. Point is this. I mean, I don't. Why wouldn't they? Now the difference is we can't over here allegedly because Cuba won't. American and Cuba can't trade tobacco, but Nicaragua and Cuba could trade tobacco, right? The
Sure.
Republic of Cuba could trade tobacco.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but anyway though, but I'm really I don't know. I want to experiment more with the Mexican San Andreas and Nicaraguan combo. I think because man that Tatuaje, yeah,
Interesting. Stretch is
and it
picked.
just it was like hot chocolate, man. It was amazing.
I'm at a solid medium full, which is exactly where I want this cigar to be. In my opinion, it took a little too long to get there, but it's there right now. It's a solid medium full. It's got a very strong wood note, like a smoky oak. That's nice. Um, the finish though is not. The finish is pretty long, but it's not. Overall, it's really not an overpowering darker cigar. So if you're looking for a cigar that's a good dark cigar, it has good strength, but not. You know what I'm saying though? You're not really like, oh shit. There's no oh shit moment on this cigar. So eh, I guess some guys might consider that lackluster because it's not like as strong as let's say Padron or as strong as other dark strong cigars or as a Liga Number Nine or whatever. But I think this cigar has its place. I think it was a better offering from Alec Bradley. Because Alec Bradley's made some real duds in the past. But I'm going to give credit where credit's due. It's good construction. It's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable three-quarter strength dark cigar that does. It has some balls, but not a lot of balls. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't know that I've tried too many Alec Bradleys. I know I tried the Kintsugi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Blue Label. I think it was a Honduran blend, and it was all right. I mean, but it wasn't anything that
No, it wasn't mind blowing. Their best cigar was the Prensado. The Tempests were good. Those were enjoyable back in the day. I can't speak on if they're still enjoyable. I don't know if their quality control changed. And now that General bought them, we'll see if they try anything new. I'm assuming they're going to. We'll see what happens. He said U.S. embargo stands for even countries they do business with Cuba. What U.S. stands even for countries? That's not true, right? I mean, U.S. trades with China. China
Yeah,
could trade with Cuba, right?
yeah. I mean, we trade with other countries that do business with Cuba. I would say.
I mean, we shit, right? I don't know. Nobody cares. The only country we don't trade with is what, North Korea and I guess Iran.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well, no, there's always going to be a level of wealth that can afford Cuban prices. But yeah, you're right. I purely believe, for the most part, Cuban cigars are outpriced for anyone in middle class, especially in Europe. Because you're talking about in Europe, if a Romeo and Juliet Robusto is going to cost you, 50 pounds in England, I mean, that's astronomical. Because that's not a that'd be $60 American, dude. I would never pay $60 for a regular Romeo and Juliet. Cuban, that's crazy. Honestly, $60. I don't think I'll store and buy a
I,
60.
I don't think the Romeos are that expensive. They're not $60.
No, because of the taxes in England, everything's
Oh,
3 times the price. Remember that. Remember what the guy said in Australia? The cheapest cigar was 30 pounds, and that was like a petite Corona. I mean, you're talking about like wait, what? Like what? Like 4 by 44? What the fuck you getting? For that's like 40 American. Think about that. So you go to a Robusto or Toro, you're dropping $60, $80, man. It's a lot of money.
yeah, yeah. I probably wouldn't smoke for that much. Yeah.
It wouldn't be enjoyable.
No.
I can't even imagine dropping $50. I'm not talking about something special. I mean, like regular production shit. Like even like
Yeah.
when you spend $50 on Padron 64, you gotta be out of your fucking mind.
Quorum's like 40 to 40 bucks.
Lowball 20. It's Opus price. Dude, yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, how much is Opus over there? I mean, you're right, Quorum. How much is Quorum? I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know where Cubans are. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they're still selling them. I'm sure.
Well, cigar smoking is more popular than ever, and um, you do also have a lot of women smoking cigars now too. So that is a whole other category that's getting into the market. Because even back in New York, bro, when I went back there was girls in the lounge. I couldn't believe it. Like, I mean, smoking like serious cigars, smoking Padron, smoking strong cigars. One girl was smoking the Olmec Maduro. I was like, wow, she's smoking some strong shit. She was like retrohaling that shit and everything. I was like,
Yeah, it's a strong Maduro, man.
you gotta figure most guys aren't smoking that. She was smoking it like a fucking like a champ.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, it's got nice sweetness. It's got nice chocolate. It's got nice black pepper. It has a nice kind of a charred wood note. But it's not excessive. It's not as strong as Fuentes wood note. The problem with this is I feel is if the finish was matching the flavor, it'd be more exciting because you puff one, you're like, all right, and then it dissipates. I'm not crazy about strong cigars dissipating the flavor because that's not what you're here for. Imagine like drinking a bourbon and then after you swallow the bourbon, that smoky flavor went away. You're like, wait, what am I drinking? Oh, I'm drinking bourbon. Oh, where'd it go? When you're drinking bourbon or scotch, right? It's fine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And honestly, when I'm drinking bourbon or scotch, half the fun of it is not even drinking it; it's the flavor afterwards. Like the notes. You know what I'm saying? Though, the finish to me is very important, and not only the kind of finish, but how long and how strong the finish is. Finish is important. You know, I would say finish to like a cigar or drinking is this. It's almost like the echo of balls clapping. If I'm at the missus and I'm clapping her cheeks without the clapping, how do I know I'm really there? Right?
Yeah, yeah. Good question.
Nobody wants silent cheeks.
You like put your earplugs in, put your noise canceling headphones on.
You just put like a metronome on, try to Keep your timing right. Clap, clap. Neighbors are like, son of a bitch.
Oh, it sounds like what's the beat on that? 1, 2, 3, 4. What?
Like the guy doesn't realize he's popping his head to the beat. He's like, oh yeah, I love that song. He's like, come on already, drop the bass. He just say one bass. I don't know. This is what it is. Nobody cares. He said, I'm dude, you know, Josh, you gotta get the cheeks, Josh. Let me know when you get the cheeks, my friend. We know you got the glocks. We're not sure if you got the cheeks. He's like, is what it is. He said, coming soon. All right. What he order on Amazon? He's like, I got a woman coming soon. All right.
uh,
Is what it is. So how much do you hate this place?
I don't hate the place like you do.
Bro, there's something about it by 7:30. Something about it's like, I got nothing else to do. All right. But I'm telling you, during the lounge and after the lounge, all night, the next day, I hate this place. I don't want to come back. I'm tired of it.
Why do you keep opening it then? Don't tell me you got nothing else better to do. I
I
don't want to hear that.
after either working or cleaning my guns after that. I don't like watching TV really. So when I go to the
You
gym,
don't, you don't have to turn us on. You can smoke a cigar and relax out there.
honestly, just smoking a cigar by myself sucks. It sucks. It
Well,
sucks.
then you don't hate this place.
No, I hate this place, but smoking a cigar by myself, really, I don't enjoy it anymore. I mean, dude, I've done this what a lot.
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
You're right. Nobody cares. You got the right attitude. Did you see that video with Stein? What's his name? Stein, the comedian guy that has the political show.
I don't think so.
He went to the Target and he went to that section of all that stuff they're selling, and he got the male female bathing suit, and he put it on, and it was like a onesie, like a what do you call that onesie? What's the bathing suit girls wear? That is a one piece, like what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways, but it was all 451 colors. And he walks out of the changing room and he goes to all the people at Target. He goes, "Don't you love? I have more room in the front. It's really tucking it in." He's like, "You can't even tell my bulge." And he was like jumping up and down. He's like, "You can't even see the bulge." Like, and they're like, "Oh yes, you're like fantastic." They're like supporting him, and he was just mocking the whole thing. And he walked around the Target in the one piece bathing suit, and it said right on the sticker, "Stretchable area for basically trying to hide the bulge," which whatever. This is the world we live in now. You know?
I mean, I guess if you want to hide it, but I'm not buying one.
Well, it wasn't a male bathing suit either. It was a female bathing suit. So it was a one piece, like a what do they call that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not a bikini. What is that called?
I don't know if there's an official name. I know what you're talking about.
A regular bathing suit.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
is what it is. He said, "Good place to relax and talk shit." I don't know. Nobody cares. I hate this place. So yeah, that was funny. I don't know. I'm so sick of all this bullshit.
You know what I have a topic of conversation. So my kid's graduating this week, is last week of school, and I kind of realized I already knew this, right? But we went to like the award ceremony tonight, right, for the senior class. Okay, good time, whatever. Kid got some awards, cool. But
Huh?
I kind of realized, like, not really realized, but it reinforced the idea. Like, I kind of have to shake my head. I always think of the movie Meet the Parents when Robert De Niro says, I didn't know they made 16th place ribbons, fucker. Like, I immediately thought of that. It's like, we sat here for 2 hours, and you wouldn't believe some of the awards that were given away. And it's like, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like, really, like we have to award somebody for this, like, you know,
To every
it's
this,
kind of like giving the trophy to the like when my kids play, same thing, right? When my kids played little league when they were little league baseball stuff.
no, you get a trophy because you didn't get a trophy.
Yeah, yeah. Every team gets a trophy. Every team, you know. I don't know. It just blows my mind. But
This
I
is
think
why it's bad. Okay, you're better off having the kids sad they didn't get one. I'll explain why. Because when they get out of that, and chances are most kids aren't going to college. Even if you go to college, you're going to have to learn how to lose. When you have a job, somebody gets hired, somebody gets fired, somebody gets a promotion, somebody doesn't get promoted, somebody gets transferred, somebody gets let go. Oh, how about you didn't even get the job? You got to
yeah,
learn how to lose so you can win. If
exactly,
at these kids,
exactly.
and
And even if you don't win, like, hey, maybe there's some things in life you discover you're not good at. It's
or maybe
important.
life is fair. Maybe life
Yeah,
is fair. Deal with it.
right, right. I agree 100%. Like I think and that's the whole topic. Like I think we're in agreement. Like it doesn't teach kids how to lose. Like, and it's okay to lose and it's okay to fail in life. It teaches you to work harder next time, right? Like, and when you're not being taught that, when you're just being handed a trophy for everything, you're not realizing you're not experiencing failure. You're not experiencing life. You're not experiencing, like I said, you need to learn. Like when you fail, you need to learn how to work harder next time so you succeed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb the first time, right? Like this is an example. Like, it took more than one try, and I think that can be applied to anything in life. Sometimes you got to try more than once. You got to work hard and you got to keep trying.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's a big problem. Like I cannot stand the fact that we're giving out participation trophies.
Dude, life is a series of ups and downs. Sometimes it's out of your control. Sometimes it's self-inflicted. Lots of people's problems, including my own, is self-inflicted. Right. So if you don't learn how to look at what you're doing wrong, losing in a way is a way to reflect and go, "What am I doing? What can I change? What can I do to improve?" Instead of just going, "Oh, well, why am I always behind my bills?" Or "Why is my car repossessed? That's not fair." Well, are you going out to eat every day? Are you gambling every day? Oh, yeah. Well, if you didn't gamble, you could have paid off your car. Do you know what I'm saying? No, most people don't look at the day. Most people piss away their extra money every day. You know what I'm saying, though? And if you, instead of, let's say, paying $20 down a scratch off, and you have a $500 credit card bill that you've been paying minimum payments for 3 years, in 1 month you could have paid off that credit card bill because you're paying $20 a day. That's $600 a month. You get what I'm saying? No, but oh, that's not fun though. So, but you get what I'm saying? I think people just you got to look at it like, man, you fucked up, but this is how we could try to win. But how are you gonna learn, dude? I've learned from people better than me my whole life. How are you gonna learn from a winner if everyone's a winner?
Good point. Good point. I mean, and I think it also, it spoils kids too. I mean, it's like it teaches them that no matter what, they'll get what they want in life. You know what I
But
mean?
it also teaches it doesn't matter if you are good. Flip it on the people that are winning. What does it matter?
Right.
Everyone. So why even try? It's communism. That's really communism. It's getting kids used to communism. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? No, and everyone. I believe in equal opportunity, but that doesn't mean equal results, right? Like if I'm getting surgery, I don't. I want the best doctor, not the everyone. Well, at least he tried. He tried to go to university. He passed.
He's a doctor, but he had an average of a D minus. Like you don't
He,
want that guy.
he got the trophy. He got the trophy. Like that's the
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, you don't want that guy.
And that's what I'm saying. So it is what it is. So
Yeah, but hey, we had a good time, whatever. But yeah, it's just reinforce that idea.
yeah.
It's like Jesus Christ.
And here's the good thing though. You got to teach your son. It's never been easier in this world to stand out because the bar is so low. Like when your son, let's say you guys were in high school, let's say he wants to get a fucking job or go apprenticeship, whatever, right? If he just shows up to work on time and puts a decent effort and is not on his phone the whole day, his boss would be like, "Wow, this is a valuable employee. Where honestly,
Yeah.
20 years ago, 10 years ago, man, like I remember going to work, like you go on your phone for 2 seconds, like get off your fucking phone. Now,
Yeah.
dude, I've seen nurses at a hospital just on their phone, and the patient's like in the bed, and like the machine's beeping, and then it's on their Facebook, like beeping, like beep. It's like,
Yeah, well, I mean, fuck you. I mean, you're close to my. I mean, we didn't have phones. You're close to my age. I mean,
but I'm not against.
some of my first job, that shit didn't exist.
Phones are important; they're part of life. I get that, but you get what I'm saying though. Most people, their whole life, their whole day, they're just there to hold their phone. They don't enjoy their family. They don't enjoy life. They don't get any fresh air. They're just sitting there on Facebook swiping, looking what kind of salad Jeremy had today, or look, you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah. I don't get on Facebook much, and if I do, I'm usually like looking at like cigar shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, but you get what I'm trying to say though. Most people are
yeah,
mindless.
yeah.
They're mind,
Yeah. The phones are getting smarter and people are getting dumber. Is the
Well, yeah,
difference?
I think I wouldn't even say yeah dumber, but I think it's
Sure
more
they
effective.
are. Sure they are.
Yeah,
How
but
are you gaining wisdom and gaining, how are you gaining wisdom through life when your face is in your phone all day?
I agree with you, but I believe it's vanity because they want to keep on looking at their face. How the people that post a selfie 5 times a day? Oh, look at my face! Look at my face! Look at my face! Look at my face! Who gives a fuck about your face? Facebook. Who do you think you are? You're so important. You know
Um,
what I'm saying? No, people just want to
that
post.
right, right. I think it's that too. It's a status thing, right? Like,
Yeah, but you'll see no likes. You'll see like one like. They like their picture. It's fucking sad. Especially with women when they get older in their 40s and 50s, it's just them sitting at a restaurant by themselves. So, like, went out for drinks, went to the beach by myself, and everyone's like, yeah.
yeah, I don't post a lot on Facebook. Occasionally, I might comment on something or whatever, but yeah, I don't put my life out there, and I don't post all that shit.
And that helicopter's really flying low over there,
I hear it.
like low. It's probably the cops looking for someone.
Maybe.
Construction's great. The thing about this cigar, it really should have just had a stronger finish. Look at Josh.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing. I mean, obviously, it's an opus, but the finish on these fucking cigars is just
And that's the difference between making something amazing. So when you have something amazing like that, like an opus, nothing's bad. The draw is great. The construction's great. The flavor is amazing. The foot smells amazing. But the finish, and then afterwards, after you smoke an opus, like your tongue tastes like opus. It's like and all of it's important. Of course, the most important you could say is the flavor while you're smoking it, but all of it's a factor. You know what I'm saying though?
yeah. Well, hell, when you smoked that Dubai, you texted me the next day and said you still tasted it.
Dude, that Dubai was yeah, still that was the best cigar I ever had. Now, granted, too, I mean,
Yeah.
the astronomical price. Where they going for 100?
No, they're not quite that expensive. I think I haven't seen them lately. I mean, I know they're probably still out there, but you probably have to buy them on secondary or something, or maybe get lucky and find them in a store. But like the ones Geo got, like for some reason the guy or somebody took the cellophane off. I
Yeah,
don't know. They looked weird, and then he sent them back. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. But
but fuck Geo. Geo's never
but
around.
price wise, I mean, I don't know. Like they're not quite 100 a stick. Yeah, they're a little below that, but they're still obviously that's still expensive. But yeah, they're not quite that.
Is what it is. Is what it is. Yeah,
70, $80 a stick, probably these days. Yeah.
and I'm not buying Glocks, Joshua. Is what it is. Hmm. I'll tell you what.
That fruit with that cigar hitting the spot.
Watermelon and cigars are great because it's refreshing.
Yeah, yeah.
I got 2 pieces left. Is what it is. So too much. Josh, we get it, Josh. You love Glock. That's fine. Well, it's fine. Enjoy your Glocks. Enjoy your Glocks, all right, man. Like he gets so hurt when I joke around about Glock. He's like Glock is best. Glock is best. Um, this cigar is going to get a 4.1, which I feel it's accurate for it. It's not great. It's a little better than good. It is kind of forgettable though because it didn't pronounce what it had strong enough. You know what I'm saying though? So it felt like what it had it was a little diminished, which kind of is sad. You know what I'm saying though? I feel if they would have pushed this cigar a little harder, it could have got a better review. You know what I'm saying though? But this, if you think about it, there's really not that many like scary Alec Bradleys or like strong Alec Bradleys. Hey, what's up, Curtis? How you doing? You know, I think the strongest Alec Bradleys were the Esteli. What was that one? What's that one? That something. What's that one in the wood? Big wood looks like a crate.
I'm not sure. I'm not real familiar with Alec Bradley stuff.
They were trying to pretend like they were Cubans or something like they were legal. It was called something along those lines. What was it? What was that called? You ever got number 6 last year?
Oh shit. Oh damn. Yeah. What was that? Oh damn it. Yeah. I can't think of the name. It was just on the list.
What was on the list? But those ones are stronger. What were those called though? What were those called? I don't know why in my mind I'm thinking illegal tender, but that wasn't the name. It was what the hell was it called?
I don't know. I'm not.
Does anybody know what that Alec Bradley cigar was? It comes in the wooden box. There's a regular one. There's an Esteli. Um, it comes in like it looks like wooden crates. Does anybody know? Nobody gives a shit about this place. Yeah. The black market. Yeah, thank you. It was the black market Esteli. Yeah. Oh, we got somebody new here, Scrubs. Thank you very much, Scrubs. Appreciate it. Thank you, Dreamlight. Everyone's coming in now, like 10 people. There's a delay. Yeah, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Really. But those I would say are the stronger Alec Bradleys, and those aren't phenomenal cigars. I mean, they're okay, but that's it. Curtis, what's going on? Yeah, so that's it, man. I don't know what else is going on, man. I feel like Richie's dead tonight. I'm not funny tonight.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Something wrong with me.
I think it's the cigar. Like Sacco says, the cigar's not putting you in a good mood.
You're right. No, I'm not in a bad mood, but you're right.
Yeah, you're in a 4.1 mood. You got to
Now,
think of it that way. The cigar reflects your mood. So your
now,
mood is your cigar rating.
but if it
Your
was a
your
cheap cigar that was 4.1, I'd be in a better mood. Like, well, it's high quality. It gives you a lot for your money. But these are about $13. That's not cheap. There's a lot of other cigars. So you could smoke El Rey de Mundo, which is godlike.
buy any more of those yet?
No, I will get some this weekend. Did you smoke the purple yet?
Oh yeah. Remember we talked? I smoked both the Robusto and the Toro.
I forget, man. I do. Richie's. I got feelings, man.
Yeah. I haven't bought a box yet, but
Did you really enjoy
probably
it?
will. Huh?
Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna buy a box, and honestly, that was probably gonna be my next box purchase. But that Tatuaje might come first. Might come first.
Well, it's gonna be even cheaper.
Yeah, they don't come in a box or like in a bundle, like wrapped in like butcher like paper. Tenderloin.
The 5 pack.
No, it's like a pack of like 25, I think. For like like, they're under 300. I think they're like 260 on the internet. 25.
You have room.
I'll make room. I'll
But
take them
here's the
out of. I mean, they're just in a bundle, so I'll probably just put them in my. I can spread them out in my
only
small humidor.
once though.
Huh?
You only smoked it one time. Are you sure? In any cigar, do you know if one time you want to buy a box though?
Yeah. Usually, I would say no, but yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that becomes an issue of consistency. I just hope then
I
you could.
hope. Yeah. I mean, you could be right. You could be right. I might smoke another one and say, but I don't know. I enjoyed it very much.
But I think Tatuai is overall pretty consistent as far as saying
Yeah, and hey, there's plenty of other tatuajes that I would say were good, but Um, I can't really think of anything that made me think, I really want a box. You know what I mean? Like I might go back to it and grab some singles or something, but
Sure, now there's very, I like the monster stuff. The monster stuff's good, but I don't need a box.
yeah. Up and that stuff's you're talking like limited, right? Like, there's a couple different so you got the skinny monsters and the fat monsters and you know, they only come out they're limited, so but yeah, up until I smoked that pork tenderloin, the Michael, I would say was my favorite tattoo that I've
Yeah,
smoked before.
yeah. For me, it's the monsters. The Tuxla was good. I wouldn't want a box.
Yeah, I'll admit, I smoked one of those Tuxlas. See, the tenderloin has a band that says Tuxla on it, so I'm not
Okay.
really sure what that word means. I don't know. I guess I'm not that familiar with tattoo enough to know, but yeah,
Sacco's
it's
saying his box had a chemical smell or whatever, grease. I don't know. I don't know what's going on inside. I don't. I think maybe the humidity in California is getting the
yeah,
sock.
no, I don't doubt it though, because to be honest, my placencias that I bought, the Alma Fuertes, they paint the inside of the box, and there's kind of a paint smell in that box.
Interesting.
I told you when I smoked that Allegiance, when I finally tried it, no shit, the cold draw and the foot smell reminded me of the glue that I used to use when I was a kid, when I'd build, like, model cars and shit. It smelled like that glue. That's what it reminded me of, and tasted like. It just had that, I don't know. It was interesting.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, when I bought the purple, I mean, I bought it. I took it home, but it wasn't it. I didn't pull it right out of the box and then smoke it, so I didn't get that smell at all. So, but both purples I smoked the same day, so they were out of the box maybe 5 hours. So I didn't get any smell like that. So maybe Sacco, just take it out of the box and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I would, you know.
Nobody cares. That's like a first world problem. Oh man, this box paint is so fresh. You know, it's,
Yeah, but I don't know, I don't know, I wonder if that smell would affect the cigars. I
I don't think so at all. I don't think
don't
so at
think
all.
so.
No, I mean the paint's not going to get through the cellophane. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, they're in cello. I mean, that's a good point. Those placencias, they're not though. Alma Fuerte.
Well, of course they're going to keep the box open at a store because if you have a closed box at a store, people assume it's empty, right? That's the way it is by me. That's the way I've always seen. If the box is open, there's cigars. If the box are closed, it's empty, right?
Yeah.
But what does Richie know? What do I know? Nobody cares. Well, I'm happy for your son. What's his plan? College? You want to go to work? What does he want to do?
Yeah, he's gonna go to college. He doesn't really he's not real sure what he wants to do. I mean, he kinda has an idea, but he's gonna start at the community college for now, get some of the basic shit out of the way.
That's smart. Just the main thing is tell him stay out of trouble. Don't get nobody pregnant. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean it. You need to have that talk because the
Oh,
scary world,
believe me, we've had it. We've had it.
a lot of thoughts at college, man. You don't want to knock someone up and deal with that shit at 18.
I told him there's no, there's plenty of time for all that. Not saying you can't, you're a grown man, that's your decision, but just be smart about it.
Yeah. And my dad told me that when I was, wish he's like, oh, you should wait till you get married, but if you're not, he's like, at least protect yourself. I was like, I know exactly what he meant. I was like, yeah, okay, dad, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, I've told my kid before, like, look, if you're gonna do something stupid, get a Jimmy. If you
Yeah,
don't have any, come
yeah,
ask me for one.
yeah,
As awkward as that might be, I'd
yeah.
rather give you one,
Right,
you know,
right. It's
if
like
you,
you want to wear a vest. I mean, it's
yeah,
better odds. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Sacco, the cigars aren't smelling like enough for it. I hate this place. You're right. Glock is the best. Cohiba smells like paint. You're right. You guys are. You,
Smells like purple paint.
yeah, I can't stand this place. What time is it?
My time, it's like 11:45 ish.
That's not true.
Yeah, yeah, 11:48. So
How
9:48 your time.
how does that happen? Like, cause that was like a regular Busso 5 at 50, not a big cigar, and we've been here for an hour and 5 minutes. Like, it's amazing how you think like. And I smoked that one fast. because I wanted to get to this and relax with this.
I didn't see. Sorry, I had the chat up. What is it? I didn't see it.
It's just the black.
Oh, very nice.
It's dude, this is my go-to, man. It's such a reliable cigar.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah, I'm still planning on buying some from Seabid. I'm gonna buy those and some red dots probably for sure.
Just when you get them, maybe just make sure they're not too moist. Just let them sit out for a day, outside the
Yeah.
sun. Are you gonna keep
Well,
those?
I'll put them in the humidor. You know.
Or no?
But see, I don't know. I think like now, at least this time of year, like if I want to let cigars sit out, I'm gonna have to get a dry box for them because the humidity in the summer in Michigan is too high.
I forget about that. There's no humidity in Colorado.
Yeah, yeah,
None. Like yeah, you're right. So take that with a grain of salt. Here,
yeah. I
dude.
think it depends where you're at. You don't want to. I mean, you can do it. It's same effect. You just need to get a dry, basically a humidor, and just have no humidification in it. Just put it
Yeah.
in there for a day.
Oh yeah, you can put it just in an empty cigar box, a cedar box,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Or you could put it in a plastic Ziploc bag with some white rice. I mean it. The white rice will pull the moisture out.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that.
What if it pulls water out of a cell phone? It'll pull water out of your cigar.
Mhm. Oh man, I don't want to work tonight, but it is what it is.
What time you have to work to?
Really, just depends what when we get done.
So did you already work today, or you always working overnights?
No, I work today too. I'm salary, so it has its pros and cons, right?
Right.
No, my boss is pretty cool. I mean, obviously, like if it takes me all night, I'm not really showing up or working much tomorrow. But if it takes me an hour or two, I'll just show up. Show up in the afternoon, early afternoon or something.
Mm. Hisako's saying now the Royale was full of paint. I took this.
Sacco's convinced all his cigars are full of paint.
I can't take it. I can't take. I can't believe I got fresh for this stupid place. Rich gonna stop.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't affect the cigars like they're in cellophane, but I definitely like understand. Like you don't want to open a fucking box to smell paint, right? Like you open that cigar box, you expect that cigar smell, that nice cedar smell, or you know what I mean, like that humidor smell. You don't want it to be smelling like fucking paint.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of people that smell like the snuff paint.
Mhm.
You don't have to take my word for it. Sacco, I'm not taking your word for it. You could take that to the bank and bounce it twice.
No, I don't doubt it though. But those Cohiba purples are new. They probably made those boxes, not too long ago and fresh painted them.
He keeps talking about the paint. You smell the paint. I can't. I can't believe I got fresh for this place. I got fresh for nothing. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm looking forward to the new place. We'll be there in 1 month.
Nice, nice. I assume you'll have some sort of a balcony smoking area.
Yeah, we'll be on the third floor, which is actually nice because I have a view of the mountains, I think. And it just will be nice on a higher floor because there's benefits to the first floor, but like that, like people coming up be like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on my
Yeah,
property here. Leave me the fuck alone." You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? No,
you're right on ground level. Now, is that the top floor of the new building, or will there be
yeah,
people above you? Oh,
yeah.
that's nice because then, like, smoke's traveling up. Nobody's really not. It's not saying anybody would bitch, but I'm just saying, like,
Oh, no
some
one can
people might,
see you. You know what I'm saying? Though, so because the way it's set up too, like it's not like open like this. Like the balcony kind of has like a turn to it. So I don't know. You'll see when I move it, but like
Nice. So you already went and looked at the place, I take it.
yeah, yeah, more privacy. The third floor, and it's a bigger balcony, so it'll be nice.
Here's the question: would you have room to put a small one-person tent on the balcony?
Oh yeah,
Because I want to see a live from a tent.
I would like to get a tent. I think tents would be.
You have to get a tent and do a live from a tent at least once.
Yeah, yeah, I think a tent would be nice. Yeah, tent would be nice. This one's smoking like a top, man. The draw is really good.
You left that out, I assume.
Just for a little bit, but like I left all these out when I bought them for the day, and then put them in without the cellophane.
Because
But
that's I will say that's a fucking thick, fucking with the broadleaf of the binder and the wrapper. That's fucking.
yeah, but you know
That's
what's you know how it's 5x50 for a Busto for the black?
yeah.
This is not a 50. This is a 52. There was a few of them in the 5 packs that were 52, like they were bigger. And I'm looking at them like this is not like they were. It's a big difference between 50.
Size of that little
Actually,
wrapper.
I think the regular one because like Gatekeeper Red Dot is 5x49. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, I think so. Some yeah. The
So
Toro is for sure. The Toro is a 48 or 49. I don't know about the.
yeah, no, dude. I mean, this is a 52. So maybe now maybe the reason why it's in a 5 pack it was made out of spec. You know, maybe I don't know, but I'm telling you, this is not a 50. So it's a bigger gauge, and it is what it is. Nobody cares. What do you say?
Sacco said I'm going to start an under the couch collection soon. Maybe, maybe. I got some room. Honestly, I could take some boxes out of my big humidor because there's some boxes that are just have maybe like a couple cigars left. But
Yeah, yeah. I feel
my small humidor, I have some boxes, but yeah, like singles.
it's a reliable dark cigar. It always pushes the flavor from the beginning. It's rather dark though. Like it's not
Yeah,
like not pungently sweet like tons of chocolate. It has some darker chocolate to it, but I actually get like dark licorice notes from it. Like but it's not like
very oily smoke too. I think.
oh long finish. But but I'll tell you what, the side effect, I feel it the next day. Like the next day when I smoke one of these, like the next day I'm like oh shit. Like I'm telling it hits heavier afterwards. You ever have cigars like that where the next day you're like oh man that was stronger than I thought it was. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, I can tell when a cigar's strong, but I've only ever had to put a cigar down maybe a couple times.
Yeah, it's very smooth, but there's a difference. That one I took, I held that, I swallowed, so I smoked it out. There's a different flavor being strong and the amount of nicotine you're absorbing. Like the next day,
Right,
you
right.
really feel the nicotine. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh shit, you know. And this one I think is kind of a creeper. I think you smoke this, you're gonna feel it kind of later on.
Yeah.
You know what cigars
Well,
like that do that does
you were
that?
eating water. You were eating watermelon too, so that helps. You get that natural sugar.
That does help. But you know what cigar that hits me harder afterwards is the Bijou. That cigar hits me pretty good.
Mm. Yeah.
The Bijou is a heavy cigar, man.
Hmm.
I
I
find
agree.
Bijou,
What's that?
my father Bijou.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that one hits me pretty good, man. Like afterwards, I'm like, oh
Oh
shit.
yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. Yeah, I like it. I like the petite robusto.
That's my favorite one. That's the one I generally buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one, dude. I used to get that for $6.99, and I
I
actually,
don't know what they are now. Maybe like 9, $10. I don't know.
dude, believe it or not, when I went back to New York, the little Indian deli, with the husband and wife that worked there, the price went up $1, seven.
Oh,
Oh my god, for New York, for the Petit Robusto, that's a good price though. You know,
yeah.
well, yeah. Maybe he's smoking that right now.
I think he is. Didn't Notorious? You bought a box, didn't you?
I'm not sure what size though. Did he buy the Toro?
I don't know. I thought they were the little ones.
Oh, thank you. Hold on. I was like, yeah, yeah, it's a 4.5. Yeah, he's smoking the petite.
Yeah,
That's the best size.
yeah.
And I've had that cigar in a lot of sizes. I don't think they make that in Gordo, do they?
I don't know. I don't know that I've seen it in Gordo if they do.
Hmm.
I've seen the Torpedo, Robusto, the smaller one. They make a Corona too, I think.
Do they?
I think so.
Oh, if they do, I've never seen that shit.
I thought they made a smaller one.
What's that?
I thought they did make a smaller one like a Corona. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I've never seen it.
You know. Torpedo's big, yeah. And I think the Torpedo is the one that one got Cigar of the Year, right? The Torpedo, I think.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that pledge, the EP Grill pledge, I think that's the Ecuadorian Habano too, right? That's a dark wrapper though for Ecuadorian.
No, I think that's a broadleaf or USA. Yeah, I don't know.
I could be wrong. I'm almost positive that was Ecuadorian Habano, right?
Notorious is negative.
Or
What
was
is it?
I thought it was a,
Is it like a U? I think they called it a USA broadleaf or USA Habano.
oh, so it's a broadleaf Habano? Interesting. Yeah, I thought that was an Ecuadorian Habano. Yeah, but it's not a regular broadleaf Maduro though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But it's such a dark wrapper though.
It is very dark. Yeah, I love that fucking cigar. I've only got one left. I need to buy some more. So that's a problem. I got a list of cigars I know I want to buy and need to buy, but I keep smoking all these new ones. It's like fuck. I want those too.
Have you done the Solus?
Oh, I bought a box of those. Remember, I sent the pic. Yeah, you don't remember. I
Dude,
sent the picture. I bought a box. I bought a box of the 25th and the box of the Solus
okay.
at the same time.
No, I can't keep up with everyone's flexing, man. You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
you're like Richie, don't you know? I'm like, like I'm looking at your house in the window. I'm like,
Yeah, I bought a box of the Solus, though. I just smoked one a couple days ago.
interesting.
I think I've smoked probably 4 or 5 out of that box so far.
You prefer the 25th?
No, I think the Solus is better. 25th is close second.
So the 25th is fantastic. And when I say the Solus is better, it doesn't make the 25th still not great. The Sol,
No, 25th is great.
yeah, it's great. Um, I would like to see the 25th in a smaller size, like Robusto.
Yeah, it's a big cigar. It's like 7 by 52, I think. It's big. They only make that one size. It's only the one size.
Right. So imagine that thing in like a 5 by 50. That'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't think, like I said, I know we were talking about the other day. They don't make them anymore. They're still out there. They're still around. You can find them, but they don't. That was a one-time thing
I
that
don't know
they
why they
started
don't
something.
Gomez no more. Like
What's
nobody
that?
like, dude, I'm telling you, Lido Gomez is some of the best stuff they make. Do you ever have an LG, the Lido Gomez?
No.
Dude, that was like LFD on a higher level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you know they, if we're talking about before they made these great cigars, I think the Andalusia Bowl is great. It's just too big for its size. The 25th is even better. The Solus is their best stuff. But if you want to go back to the original stuff, like you had the Airbender, you had the what do you call it, the Lajeros. That's what they're known for, right? Which are good cigars, but they're more mid tier. You know, but they're a lot of power, not like crazy amount of.
I tell you what, the Cabinet Cameroon LFD, mm, I like
Yeah,
that cigar.
no, that's a great cigar. But like the LG when I was having the LG years ago, at the time that was the best shit, and I was actually preferring the LG over the Bull because I'm telling you the LGs were strong. Like
Yeah,
fuck,
they make those still or no?
the last LG I had was the number 7. I think it was the LG 7, like the
Mm,
seventh edition. You know what I'm saying? No? And it's not like they make it every year. It's whatever they do. Like maybe every year,
right.
another year, every 2 years. Because if LFD's only been out 25 years and there's only been 7 versions of the LG, and the LG is a one-time release, one size. That's it. And the last one
Interesting.
was that,
That's interesting. Yeah.
but
I,
nobody talks about it. Like nobody, like they never hit the radar. If you think about it, like it never. Right? I mean, you never even seen the LG, right? Lilo Gomez.
no. Mm-mm. Maybe it was like a limited production type
Right.
thing.
It was only for the stores that sold a lot of LFD. Like that was, that was their opus in a sense for LFD. And dude, those were phenomenal. The last one I had was a big boy. I think it was like 7 by 52 or 54. It was big, but it knocked me on my ass. Like it, no, it was strong. And those cigars flew. They had one box, uh, and they were gone. And maybe they were about close to $20. They weren't cheap. They're going back 5 years ago, and that's it. It was a one-time deal. And that bother, I hate one-time deal. Like, you get it one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. It sucks. It does suck. I mean, obviously limited cigars are great, but it sucks if you love them because, yeah.
Yeah, I almost wish limited cigars weren't good. Because like, who cares?
Right.
When you have a limited cigar, it's, and you're like, it's like a one night stand with the woman. You're like, can I ever see? It's like, no, this pussy's limited. You're like,
Right.
can never have it again.
Or it's like when you smoke the Dubai, like you're like, I'm sad that I'm smoking this. I'm
Yeah,
sad.
sad. Yeah, it's
You're
sad.
enjoying it, but you're sad.
Yeah, it was sad. He was saying that chapter one and chapter two are good. Uh, not to say those are like super limited, but they're definitely not uh, made as much production. I'm not sure if they're regular. I think they're regular release. They've been out for years, but it's not like you go to a place and they're like, "Oh yeah, we have 10 boxes of the chapter one." Chapter one and two are. Did you ever have those?
No.
Yeah, it's called Capitolo one and Capitolo two. I mean, they're enjoyable, and they're definitely more beautiful than like the Lajero. Like that was they're more higher end if that makes any sense. Like they were very thick wrappers, like really. I remember having that. Like that wrapper was like so they wouldn't burn in Los Angeles. That the Saco will have to leave it out for 2 years to dry it out.
Well, Richie, I hate to run, but I probably need to get in here and get ready for work here and get set up.
Now the good thing is nobody cares, so don't feel bad. Brother, always nice having you on, man. And congrats to you, kid. Take it easy at work. Don't work so hard, all right?
Yep, I won't. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
You take care of yourself, man.
Yep, you too. Take it easy, boys.
Later, bro.
See you.
So, let's see here. We got no Geo and no PG. No Geo and no PG. Where the hell is Geo and PG? Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, Richie?
Hey, how's your balls?
Good, my man. How's yours?
You're fresh.
Yours is fresh. Yours is always fresh.
Fresh. Dude, good quality soap, man. I can't stress it enough. That's the ticket. You gotta have good quality soap.
Yeah, I use. You know what I use? I told you, right?
No, I buy nice expensive bars of soap, man, fresh.
Yeah.
And I have
I use. What was it? I forgot again.
Old Spice.
Old Spice.
Yeah, Old Spice is good. How's that cigar?
Oh, delicious.
Yeah.
Ranch gang, how you doing, old?
What's up, Kelly?
Let me. I'm gonna show you something.
Oh, we got Flex. I wasn't expecting Flex tonight.
Huh?
I wasn't
Flex. All right. You don't believe me when I say, man. Okay, look at this. Do you know what box is this?
Yeah, yeah.
Royan, look all the paint in there. You see that?
Yeah.
That was all. It still smells like paint, but that was all fresh paint, bro. When I got the box, and that thing was like smelling just fresh paint, like strong. I had to take the cigars out right away.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. I mean, they still absorb, bro. They absorb cedar wood through the cello, right? I mean, cigars, those cellos are not like airtight, they're absorbed. So that could be it that I tasted from that Cohiba. But when you buy it at the store, it's already open, so the smell is not as much in there. You know what
Right.
I mean? So
So,
that's why I took it out right away.
so the next one you have it shouldn't have that situation.
Yeah. Bro, look, these boxes are like used right away. I mean, in a hurry. It looks like. Because this Royale, the first one I smoked right after box, it was the same thing. Dirty aftertaste. And then I took it out, and then I took it out of the box, just put it in my humidor. But they changed they changed that taste.
Mm.
Did anybody bought a box? I mean, Anthony or anyone? Dream Life, he said he bought a box.
Yeah, but
Was it smelling?
he kept them in the humidor.
Right, he took it out of the box, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause yeah, I mean, That's what I got.
Yeah, and maybe too, because maybe you're in California. It's right. It's very humid. Maybe it's making the box sweat.
No. I mean, it's paint, bro. I know paint. I know fresh paint. Believe me.
Mm.
So you got to take it out of the box. That's not good.
I don't
See,
know.
that's why the Padron boxes they don't have no paint.
Yeah.
So I mean, because it's something that's going to interfere with the cigar. I mean,
Yeah, but Padrones don't come in cellophane, so
exactly.
yeah. Yeah, but the outside of the box they do
You
lac.
know that Alfonso's and all of those cigars, they're aged 5 years in a box, in its original box, in a cello.
Really
Yeah, they pack it in a box and they just throw it in the humidor.
interesting.
Yep.
I didn't
So
know that.
they sell it unboxed and then aged.
Well, that makes sense because the cigars are protected. Can you imagine if you had you know, let's say in the humidor, let's say 5 years, but imagine if beetles got in there or a bug or a mice.
Yeah, a lot can go wrong, bro. I mean, 5 years is a long time, and and I'm pretty sure they have to, like shuffle them around the
Well,
boxes.
they get too moist and you have mold.
You have mold. You have mold, and then you get too moist. You too hot. You can get beetles and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after all, it's I mean, it's a biodegradable product. So if the conditions are not right, it might even biodegrade
Yeah,
itself.
we're all biodegradable.
Yeah. In the end, yeah, piece of meat.
The difference is we have a spirit. That's the difference.
uh, all right, if you say so, man.
Uh, what- so each person is different. You have a spirit.
Uh, I have a brain. I believe in brain more than a spirit.
Okay, so everyone else has a brain. Is everyone Sacco?
No, but everyone has their own name, right? That's what the names are for.
Then it should be the same, right? We all have a brain. How come you're not homeless?
No, but well, that's the difference. One brain works better than the other brain.
I think some spirits make better choices.
I don't know, bro. Well, the spirits make the choices after everything's said and done. Yeah. Your spirit cannot make a choice why it's still alive.
No, you understand. Let's say someone's a murderer, right? They have the same body as you, but they have a bad spirit. People that are doing evil things, right? In mind, they're evil. You understand? And then they do evil things, you know? What-
Okay, so look, the evil things is the brain does it, right? It's the brain.
No, the brain tells your body to do what your spirit tells you. You make the choices. Your brain doesn't make choices. I mean, this thing like your brain. If you choose not to breathe when you go to sleep, your brain's gonna make your body breathe.
But
But
that's your brain. Your brain controls everything.
no, that's not true at all.
Yeah, come on, Richie.
Like your brain will your body will digest your food, right? But you got to chew the food, right? You have to move your mouth, right?
Yeah, but your brain tell those muscles to chew your food.
Right, but because you're look, Ray Soccer, look. Oh, why?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm choosing to chew. Ready? You see,
That's your brain tells you what to do.
I'm telling my brain what to tell my body to do. I'm not my brain. You understand that?
You are, dude.
You're not your brain.
Everybody is. Everybody is. One brain makes right decisions. One brain makes wrong decisions.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think? Why you think how we made guns? What did help us? The spirit or the brain?
If you
The
want to,
greed.
if you want to go from weapons, that's
To food, to kill the food and eat it. To dominate over the animal kingdom.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that does. You're not talking about good and bad, because people use weapons. What happened? Sacco's gone. Go fuck myself. Right?
No, I'm here. Hold on. Oh shit, got stuck. Can you
What?
hear me?
What? Yeah, I can see you. What happened? Did your brain do that?
No, I was getting a phone call and I ended the phone call and it froze.
Oh, turn the camera around.
It won't let me, man. Let me hit close and see. No, no, we don't want to leave.
Uh,
Oh shit.
Now you're sack. You're Sacco to sack.
R.I.P. Sacco.
We got to get rid of you. Let me see.
Oh shit.
Let me see. It is what it is. What
I'm
happened?
back.
Did your brain do that?
No, I just told you I was getting a fucking phone call. But look, this is my brain does this. Hope,
No.
hope. Yes.
No, Sacco. Sacco, when you're lying in your bed, but you're awake, your brain's there. You're not moving. But then you decide to take your hand, pick up your phone, or pick up a strap, or clap cheeks. Your brain just does what you say what to do, right?
Where? Who is you, man? Who is you?
You
Your heart?
you
Your
are
heart or your kidneys tell your brain what to do?
you are a spirit in a
No, 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 no.
bullshit.
Well, kidney, bro. Brain is what controls. If you're a brain dead, your spirit is not gonna get you out of the coma. Or you know.
Yeah, because that your brain's in charge of the physical body, but you still okay. Yes, if you're unconsciousness, yes, if you know what I'm saying. No, just like when you go to sleep. When you go to sleep, it's like you're checking out of your body temporarily. You know what I'm saying? No.
Well, anything you do, your brain controls it. Hope that's brain right there. You know, the fastest thing in the world is human brain.
So literally, your brain is you. You're your brain. That's not
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is, man.
nah. All your individual choices.
Okay, where is the spirit located in your body? Every part has a place, right? Like your heart, your kidneys, your everything.
You literally think you don't have a spirit. You're nothing. You're just a meat sack.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah,
I'm,
that's what it is.
I'm
Just
gonna.
another animal, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just like smarter than any other animal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, you could be a meat sack.
yeah. Well, that's everybody is. It is. We are who we are.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think my brain is my spirit sending you cigars or my brain?
No. You chose to send them. Your
I
brain,
care, Sako care. It's
but
my brain.
Taco's not your brain. Your brain is like the transmission. Like you told. Come on, stop it,
Richie,
stop it.
this is real, man.
Ah, ju-
Yeah.
just a meat. You're just a meat piece of meat. That's it.
So, do you think people's spirit dictate or tell them to become gays or trans?
That's in the physical world. There's something wrong with their spirit.
Yeah, that's the brain.
No. My spirit likes women, so my body does what my spirit tells it. Right?
No, your eyes like woman.
Uh,
Your eyes like woman. Your eyes like woman shape.
yeah.
Let's say somebody is blind and somebody is giving him a blowjob. Is he going to know there's a man or a woman?
Say what?
Let's say somebody is giving a blowjob to a blind man.
Yeah.
Does the blind man knows it's a man or woman?
Yeah, but that doesn't change that he's getting deceived though. That's
It's
deceit.
your eyes, bro. Your eyes look somebody sexy, and then you
Okay,
think, oh, that's what I like.
but then when his hand feels the head, he feels the
That's
beat.
your brain. That's your brain.
What's that?
How come everything it says like if you have pain, it's in your brain?
You're talking about. I'm not denying that you have a brain, but the brain is in control for the physical. But I'm telling you, your spirit supersedes the physical brain. Sako, you ever have a bad day or a good day? That's your spirit. Your physical body every day is the same. But if you're in a good mood or a bad mood, what is that? That's your spirit, how you perceive what happened today. The brain.
Where is the spirit located, though?
Oh my God.
Is
See,
it a body? Is it like real something that you can touch, you can feel?
no, the
Like,
spirit.
does it have a place in your body?
Spirit, you can't touch. It's in a different dimension. But you think there's no spirit world? You think there's only physical world?
I
Only
know that. Yeah, I don't think I know.
okay. All right. Only physical world.
Yep,
Only physical world.
yep. You're dead. You're gone. Yeah, Allah.
Your body's done. Your body's done. Not your spirit.
Well, I mean, look. Until somebody dies, they're not going to know if there is a spiritual world or not. Nobody came back from dead to tell us that there is a spirit out there.
Oh,
I mean, when you put your finger on a tray and try for the spirit to
there,
answer your questions, I don't believe that shit
there
either.
was
So,
time to believe it. It's a fact. There's one person that came back from the dead. And everyone knows that story.
who did?
Jesus Christ.
He didn't come back from dead.
That's blasphemy, and I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you.
He just he just went out up there.
No, he
He
came.
didn't come back and walk the streets.
Oh, he did. He did. He did
Oh
come.
no, there's 12 people saw him do that.
Sacco, I'm gonna pray for you. That's okay. I love you, Sacco.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I love you.
You're gonna pray for what? Just pray for me to win the lotto. I don't care about spiritual shit.
Sacco, I'm telling you, there's not just a physical world.
Well, let me tell you, I'm a 50-year-old guy. I've been through all of this, right? I grew up in a household that like every day there was prayers and the name of the Lord and then everything. It's not like I just grew up in a communism. So at home, you're seeing like all this faith and everything. At the school, they're teaching you that there is no God. Okay, so I had to go through both
Yeah.
in my life. And look, your views are your views. Obviously, I'm not trying to change your views. I'm just, making a conversation. So for me, I became to realize that there is a reality and there are books and then there is the sixth dimension and fifth dimension and the 16th dimension, whatever it is,
Yeah.
right? So, maybe whatever you believe in, it helps you live better life, right? So
Yeah.
let's just leave it at that. Why
Okay.
don't we?
Okay. You be a meat sack. All right. Yeah. That's it.
Yep. Dude, if I die next to you, you don't fucking bury me, you don't get rid of me, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
My decomposing body will kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a meat sack. Somebody dead, you get rid of them. That's it.
Well, yeah, the body gets buried. Yeah.
Well, okay, when your arm hurts, it's your body. When your ankle hurts, it's your body, right?
Right.
So that's it.
But so how many people commit suicide because their spirit's fucked up? There's nothing wrong with their body, but there's something
You're
wrong.
showing the brain, that's the brain. That's not the spirit. I mean, if we called it spirit from the beginning, and yeah, okay, call it a spirit, but it's a brain. I mean, we call it a brain. No matter, maybe aliens call it something else. But that's the motherboard. Okay, call it the motherboard. Call it whatever. Uh, if it doesn't, it's there. So if it's not there, then it's all in there.
I agree with you on as far as the power of the mind and how powerful the mind is. But listen, that's what I'll disagree with you as your friend. This everyone has the spirit is the most powerful thing.
Right. So, but I mean, I'm not saying there is no spirit because the spirit you get to meet your spirit after you're dead. So as far as I'm alive, I
I,
I, I won't believe it. Once I'm dead, I meet that I meet my spirit. Then I'll say, hey, Richie was right, man. I'll wait for you in the heaven to smoke a cigar. Are there cigars in the heaven, or we gotta go to hell to smoke cigars?
a cigar is in this physical world. As far as if you're when we're only in the spiritual world.
No, you know how come they say like the hell is like all these naked women, strippers, fire, drink, alcohol, bad stuff, fucking uh, I mean doing drugs, this and that. That's the hell, and then the heaven is a bright light.
Yeah, that see that
I
people.
want to go to hell, dude.
What's that?
I want to go to hell.
That's all right. I'll pray for you.
Yeah, it's okay,
It's okay.
right? It's okay. Everybody going different places. If everybody go to heaven, there will be no more room in heaven
Yeah.
for
No,
everyone.
Heaven is that what you think? Heaven is what to be with God, the Creator.
And do what? Just to hang around on the couch all day.
That's it. Yeah, as you say. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, I want to go to work when I die. So, Richie. But
Your
you
father.
know,
You enjoy time with your children, right? Right. You created your child. Well, God created all of us. You understand that? So but that's okay. I mean, it's what it is.
dude, I have like this is a complicated conversation. You know that, right? If you want to go in there, we can go.
No, that's okay.
I just have few questions. Who created God?
Who created? No one.
How
God.
old is God? Like, how old do you think he is?
God omnipotent. God created everything.
But how old is God? Is it a person, like, real thing?
Uh,
That he lives somewhere? Where does he live?
you understand the earth is just God's footstool. He doesn't stay here. He made this world for us.
Okay, let me tell you this. Do you believe that the conditions were right in our planet and the livestock?
What do you mean?
Like, the conditions were right for the life to thrive on this planet. So it's, I mean, obviously we're not the only living organisms in a universe, but one place is so far from another. So, but my question is, would you consider that the Earth was right conditions for life and the life
It was because he made it.
thrive?
He made it so.
Huh?
He made it so that way. He made it that way.
Okay, no, I'm asking like scientific stuff. Let's just put that away. Okay, let's talk about this. Like, in the ocean, right? When there is nothing, it's like sand on the bottom. There is no fish, there is no corals, there is no life. But if you take a navy ship and sink it somewhere that there is no life, it's a desert in the ocean. After a few years, everything sticks to it and starts thriving. You get communities of fish, you get corals, you get all this life because the life is itself in the ocean. Or let's say the desert, Sahara Desert. Take a patch of land and go water every day. Something will grow because the seed is there. It just needs right conditions. You know what I mean? So that's what the earth is. I mean, the life sticks to anything. If it's the right condition, it starts working and thriving. That's it.
So,
So,
so the earth made itself.
no, the sun, when our star was born, and then we are like the stardust, and then the dust came and accumulated, like you make a snowman from the snow, and it became planets. So, in some years, I don't know, 4.5 billion, the scientists say, our star is just going to run out of the fuel and get so big and blow up and take us with them. And then this new star will be born.
And you believe these people.
These people know. I believe so far makes sense, because it's out there. Everything is out there, you know. So I mean, you believe that God only created the earth. What about aliens? Who created aliens?
There is no aliens.
Okay, do you believe that there is a life in another solar system, in another planet, in another galaxy? Let's say.
All life was created by God. Period. So I can't speak what's out there, but all life was created by God.
Uh huh. So in 6 days, you believe He created everything,
Well, it's either that or we say we came
and
from.
then you believe that Noah saved all the animals population?
Yeah.
Huh?
You're talking about the Great Flood. The Great Flood.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's not just in the Bible. It's in most.
Yeah, but do you believe that he brought all together that animals that after the flood he let him go and everything survived, like the lions from Africa and then flamingos from Chile.
Well, that's not. It's not possible.
Tell me, it's possible? Do you bring rhinos from somewhere, elephants from somewhere, and collect all those together and put it in a sheep and and it grows?
What about it? So it's not possible?
No, no, there is no way it's possible.
It's not possible, but so we came monkeys or stardust or fish?
Yeah, fish, dude. It's not fish. It just because the only oxygen was in the water during the creation, and then we got the ozone layer. Do you believe in ozone layer? You believe in Earth's magnetism and all that?
What about it? Yeah, but what about that?
Well, it's not God protecting us from sun. It's Earth magnetic field protects us from the sun rays. And the ozone layer keeps our oxygen in on Earth.
And it's all magically perfectly imbalanced. See,
Perfectly happened. I mean, everything. Well, look, everything is dirt. What you have today is dirt. It came from dirt, right? Like your table, your jacket, the cigar you're smoking, everything for your computer chips. I mean, the wood that your apartment is built is everything comes from a dirt. So the diamonds, gold, and all the natural stuff. You know how many chemical ingredients in the dirt in a like nature that people even haven't discovered it yet. You know that, right? So the life
talking about,
perfectly aligns and it grows. That's it is what it is.
well, that's all right.
Yeah, yeah. One day I'll get smart, Richie. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
you're not a smart guy. I think you're very smart in a lot of areas. I believe you. You're a very smart guy. Um, I don't believe we're meat sacks. I believe God created this world. I believe Jesus Christ was a real man. He was born, he was crucified, and he did come back from the dead. This is
Well,
historic.
look, and I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
Well, I'm not. I'm not saying I'm right because I said so.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to believe what you believe.
No, no.
So,
I mean, you could believe Mickey Mouse. I don't care. I mean, you could believe whatever you want.
no, I believe in fucking death. Like, so live your best shit because, I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
Oh no, I agree. We all die. I agree. Our physical body is limited. We only have a
Yeah.
certain. We only have a certain amount of time.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, again, I mean, it's just, when I read a book, I ask questions. I just don't read it and just go buy it. Any book, you know what I mean? Is this book? What is it? Is this reality? Is this fiction? Is this And then you read the book accordingly. Like if you know the book is a comedy, you're not gonna just sit and read the book as a drama. Okay, it could be drama comedy, but still you gotta keep your mind open. Then it's a comedy, like when we say we hate this place, that doesn't mean we love this place so much that we can talk openly about this place. Okay, so nobody gives a shit anyway. I'm gonna get me another cigar.
Hey, you do what you got to do. Hey, did that cigar come from fish or somebody create that cigar?
Cuba. This cigar came from Cuba.
Or somebody created that cigar.
300 hands touched the cigar. God has nothing to do with it. I think it made by human.
Once again, then we disagree on that because who made humans?
um, Nature,
What, a tree fucked a tree and I came out?
it's not that simple. It's a little bit more complicated, but look, I used to argue with everybody like, why aren't apes becoming humans now, right? But okay, uh, it's not the same apes, and the same apes. I mean, if you give enough time, maybe they will can develop. But you know how the brain started to understand more when okay here is I mean, I don't know about, it's a history issue, everybody should know. So when people were eating like grass or roots or whatever, or these were like apes, whatever you call it, right? And then all of a sudden there is a fire in a forest and a carcass cooks, and they take that, eat it, and then the proteins your brain that need it comes from a cooked meat, not from a raw meat.
Yeah.
So the proteins, and then it was easier to digest, and it was easier to, and then the brain grew bigger and smarter, and they started to take the fire because they didn't know how to make the fire, and somebody was guarding the fire all the time, so the fire won't go out because fire is warmth. Fire protects you from animals, and fire cooks your food.
So you think the humans have evolved? Do you think we were
Yes,
cavemen?
yeah, yes, yeah. Not think. I believe in that. Yeah, I believe in that theory.
No, not at all.
Yeah, yeah. And still, the humans are still evolving, dude. I mean, look back. Like if you go to Armenia,
Yeah, but
you're not gonna see a lot of kids born with green or blue eyes. But a couple of generation in United States, the kids are born just Armenian kids with blue eyes and green eyes. You won't tell a difference. I mean, you look at me, you're gonna tell me, right? I'm from Middle East somewhere, right? But now the Armenian kids born in US, for a couple of generations, it's gone. Everybody is uh, with hair. Like
yeah,
what the color of your hair?
it's still human.
Blonde,
Oh, it's a,
blonde hair, and then green and blue eyes. So
yeah, but it's still human genetics. You're not a fish. You're not a gorilla.
yeah, but yeah, I mean it's a DNA, which DNA evolves.
Yeah, but it's still human. If somebody has sex with a gorilla, they're not gonna have a half gorilla.
Okay, if the humans are not evolving, how come we didn't have internet 200 years ago, or 100, or as a matter of fact, like 50 years ago?
That's not the human body. You're talking about
That's evolution. That's evolving. No, the brain is evolving. But bro, forget the body. Body is evolving with your needs. Okay, so because our brain, we use our brain to make weapons and kill everything. That's why we don't have self-defense. We don't have nails. We don't have teeth to bite, or we don't have any potent shit. I mean, if a small cat attacks you, you don't have defense, but your hands to choke it or whatever. So that's why we're evolving and becoming trans and gay, because the human thing is going away. Okay, I mean the man thing is going away. It's evolving. Pretty soon we don't need hairs, because the hairs kept people warm, and now we make our own conditions of life. And if somebody was born indoor and grew up indoor and thrives indoor, then they're not going to need hair. Yeah, that's evolution. It's there, Richie. It's there regardless. But after all, there is going to be an end at one day. So that's it. But yeah,
I mean, I agree that 451 is happening. I'm not saying it's evolution. I think it's destructive. I don't think it's good for society. Uh,
well, it's good or bad, but it's there. It is what it is. I mean, it's going to surpass you and me and everybody there right now in this program. I mean, we're going to be long gone before that gets even more colorful. Believe me, the life is going to get even more colorful. Do you think the rainbow colors are only colors?
I don't go with this.
Uh,
You know, hey, look. I mean, at the end of the day, that's personal freedom. You're free to choose what you want to believe. And I respect that. But
I mean, of course, everybody, I mean, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, because that's why we're different. We're not AI, we're not robots to be programmed the same way. So, but we have at least one thing in common: we don't care, and we smoke cigars, and we hate everyone.
yeah, yeah. So are you gonna get your one piece bikini?
Uh, I have one, but you know, I gotta be in shape to put it on. I can't wear a bikini like this, dude. I gotta go to gym, lose the tummy, get some six packs so I can wear bikinis.
It's like,
I mean, what you go to Europe or somewhere in the beach, and you're the only one in the shorts, and they say, "Hey, there's an American guy."
yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Got got to tuck it in, man. I got you.
Back in it. Uh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's all good though. Listen,
Yeah.
I consider you a friend, and I don't look at you as a meat sack. I consider you like a cigar brother, and I'm gonna pray for your spirit, okay?
Thank you, Richie. But I mean, feelings is what feelings. So I mean, when I'm dead, I'm a midsack.
Your body
Doesn't matter. Okay, if you respect your friend, when your friend dies, you gotta get rid of him. Like respectfully put him under the ground,
no, not
right?
him, that's your body. Your spirit is then separated. But that's where we disagree.
Yeah, Joshua. I don't know how that portion is gonna work, but still, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, eventually that's what's gonna happen. The driverless trucks. But the insurance is going to be there. The insurance doesn't insure the driver. The insurance actually insures the truck.
Not just the truck, because that truck might kill someone in an
Yeah,
accident.
but you have to have insurance. Still, you have to have insurance. Dude, that's going to take a long time. You're talking about like 100 years, so it's not happening
Dude,
like right now.
gonna have a lot of problems.
Well, but believe it or not, look, the answer for me, the answer like this LA traffic, it's as if the cars are self-driving. It will be more safer, less traffic than because I mean people make the traffic. Simple as that. Like somebody needs to change the lane before they look in their mirror, before they look around, they just fucking hit the brake automatically. I mean, there is no cars, okay, but you need to change your lane. But I mean, just look first, and then if there is no car, then change your lane without hitting the brake. And hitting that one brake in front of you, mile behind, creates 2 to 3 minute traffic. So that's what the answer is: self-driving cars to fight the traffic in LA. But it's going to take a long time. It will be safer. I believe me, man, because truck drivers drive long hours. They get tired. Most of the accidents because the truck driver was tired.
Yeah.
Slept. Truck driver slept. That's it. That's how you get fatigue.
Yeah,
But the machine don't have a fatigue. Only charge.
still gonna have a driver in there, even if it's a driver. Even if
Somebody is sitting in there. I mean, because like even with Tesla, if it notices your eyes are closed, it notifies you that hey, wake up. You can, or you have to touch the steering wheel once in a while. Like touch something for it. You're alert. You're watching the road. But I don't know.
who
Who
knows?
knows, man? It will be what it will be, right?
We'll see.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, how far are we gonna see? 30, 40 years? Hey, I don't think that's a long time.
We'll see. But it is what it is.
It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the truck tire when it blows up is dangerous. But dude, I don't know. So Richie, do you believe in science? Like scientists, science?
Do I believe that there is science? Yes. Do I believe that the science is constantly changing? Yes, because we're not God and we don't know everything, so we constantly think what we know, and then we constantly rewrite what we know. What we knew 20 years ago is not true anymore. They're always learning more, learning more, learning more. You know. So whatever science we have is not absolute truth because 50 years ago we would think that's stupid to now, right? 50 years ago we didn't even know about DNA.
Right. Well, the science is evolving too because of new technologies, new programs. They always come up with new stuff. Science is evolving also. So Chu is a millennial. Now, Chu is a perfect example of what happened, what didn't happen. I mean, one generation later, I mean, they're not going to understand how we lived without cell phones, or no, like in Armenia, I'm talking about from '89, maybe to '96. Even the phone lines were down. There was no cell phones. Even the phone lines were down. So in order for you to see somebody, you got to go to their house, and if they're home, they're home. If they're not home, you have to wait until they come back home. That's it. There is no other way to communicate, with with each other because the power was down. This communism transformation to like independent republic. So there was for 6 years we didn't have decent like phone lines or electricity or anything. So I mean, but nowadays you just take someone and that's it.
Yeah.
Right away. But yeah, it is evolving. It's uh now we're going to go to the moon again 2030.
We're gonna go to the moon.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
That's the
no
only way to explore further than that, bro.
there's no way out of here. How else can you explain it? You're stuck.
Why you think so? What are all these satellites? Well, how are we communicating right now? We're going to Mars, but okay, but going to Mars is a long journey, dude. Going to Mars is going to take like at least 6 years
Yeah. Yeah.
for someone. But you're not going to go to Mars from Earth. You have to have a base in the moon because the gravity is low, and then take fuel to the moon, and
Yeah.
take a rocket to the moon, and then refuel it there and launch it from a moon, and then go to the Mars, which is a 6 year project. And you have to have doctors on board. You have to have dentists. You have to have food. You have to be able to compost and recycle your shit and your drink water.
Sacco, how come I can't like in New York I couldn't get cell service at the beach? How come in Colorado I can't get cell service in the
What service you're using?
oh, the mountains the phones don't work. The mountains the phones don't work.
Okay, so there is no cell tower. That's it.
Right.
Simple as that. But you go to Armenia today, every corner, every village you go, you have full bar service,
Yeah.
full cell phone service. Even like everywhere I went, bro. I mean, there is but the mountains, it's too wide of an open area. They don't put cell towers.
Mhm.
But it's a fixable shit if somebody spends the money or enough people complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. A couple of years ago, like 5 years ago, you were driving to Vegas. Most of the road there was no reception, and then slowly, they added cell towers all over the place. So,
We can't we still can't get good service in the mountains for a phone to work. But you think we're gonna go to the moon?
well, yeah, 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 yeah.
All right.
Nobody cares about the mountain that you live in. Well, people care about
All
other stuff.
right. You go to the moon first. You let me know how it goes.
I can't, bro. Forget it. Yeah. If it's up to me, we'll never go to moon. uh,
They, they,
I like my life on Earth.
they should send all the homeless people to Mars.
No, I don't think so, bro. They need healthy people there.
Just send them all. Send all the homeless.
Dude, homeless don't have money. Somebody needs to pay for that.
No, but they cost us money. They cost us a lot of money.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. 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 A lot of money.
They ruin society. You know how much money they cost the hospitals? They don't pay their. They don't have a bill. They
They
don't.
don't have. They can't pay it, man. I mean, they can't pay it. Oh, today they were talking about like LA County. They're going to get rid of the bail system because your First Amendment. Supposedly, it's against your freedom. They're going to get rid of the bail system, so anybody can go in there and leave in the morning without posting a bail.
Right. So if you kill two people, you get no.
Yeah, yeah. You fucking you go. You rob a store and then you go to fucking uh, to the jail, and then they release you in the morning without a fucking bail. Okay, and then you see a judge 1 year later. Who the fuck knows what you're gonna do in those 1 year?
In between there, you do 10
What
more.
are you gonna do? You're gonna rob more stores. You might even get to the point that you don't care. You're gonna kill someone because you have so many shit collected on your head. Hey, fuck it. I'm this deep already. One here, one there. And then that's like. Dude, I forgot the word. Amendment. It's yeah, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Now they're trying to do that because it's against the Freedom Act that they keep you in a jail for bail, because it's not fair, because if people have money can post a bail, if people don't have money.
No, but certain crimes, they don't give you bail. If you killed a person,
Yeah, if you kill somebody, I mean, hey, if you're a cop, you kill somebody, they will give you a bail until you're
no, we're not talking about just this justified homicide.
yeah.
If you self defense or if you're lawfully being a policeman and it was justified, that's not.
Yeah. No, if you kill somebody, no, you're not going to get a bail, obviously.
Well,
But
no, there's a difference between murder and justified homicide. There's a
yeah,
difference.
but well, that's like a capital crime. I mean, I'm talking even like robbing a store. Like I mean, they call this like small misdemeanors, but I mean, one thing leads to another. If somebody does it and then goes to jail and then gets out in the morning, hey, you're gonna say, "Fuck that, man! I'm gonna go do it again. If I get caught, I'm gonna spend the night. That's it."
All about it. They did it in New York a few years ago, and it ruined New York. The crime went up a lot.
Yeah, but of course it will.
They have people with 50 open cases.
Yeah,
50.
yeah.
How do you have 50 charges and you're still on the street?
Yeah, that's it. And it takes years, bro. It takes years and years and years. They can go like 10, 15 years. And nothing will happen happen to you. If you don't have money, then nobody cares about it. They just let
Well,
you go.
also they have less police. So if you don't show up to court, right? Just because they release you, you still have to go to court. If you don't show up, and then now they have a warrant. They had a guy. He had so many warrants, and they kept on arresting him for a new crime, and they still released him, even though he had like 10 warrants.
Yeah, but I mean, but if somebody doesn't have an address, how they gonna catch him? Like somebody lives here and there every day somewhere else. How are they gonna catch him? Even if there's a warrant, there's no address to say the warrant to. You live in a tent.
Oh, if you live in a tent, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but they
Hey, they're gonna say, hey, oh, he's under the 101 and Vinetka Bridge. Go get him.
yeah, yeah. No, dude, it's yeah. Our system is this system is a
Yeah, I don't think posting a bail is against amendments or against somebody's freedom. Don't at least something to deter you from committing a crime, right?
yeah.
What else is going to deter you to commit a crime if you just go to jail and then get out in the morning?
Yeah, because most guys would spend a couple of months in county until their trial, or until they plead guilty and then go to prison.
Yeah, but now they're trying to get rid of that. There is no couple of months in county. If it's a misdemeanor, they just let you go the next day. I mean, that's it. That you don't spend any time in the county. I mean, imagine if you post a bail.
Yeah,
Some people don't have money to post a bail.
if it's a felony, though, you're gonna get time. You know,
Well, you're going to get released right away again.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's wrong to do this because you got people like in Chicago now. You could commit arson, and you could even commit a whole bunch of felonies. It's everything but murder one, pretty much. So, if you killed two people, but it wasn't murder one, and you did did arson, you could be released the next day in Chicago, and then you have to show up to court. But you don't show up to court, then they give a warrant, and by the time they catch you, maybe 6 months or a year later, it's crazy.
Or by the time they catch you, that's like you commit another crime and get caught. Uh,
You're committing a lot more crimes. Yeah,
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 yeah. So
yeah. But then that's why a lot of people leave in Chicago, and
yeah, well, I mean I don't know. That's why nobody cares, dude. I mean, and and if you're like a store owner, you can't even protect your store because the law is against that. So
well, not in California,
not in California, exactly. You can't do shit. Yeah, basically, somebody walks into your store and says, "Give me your money," then you can't do shit legally. So, yeah.
Well, that's why a lot of businesses are leaving California. Uh, in San Francisco, even Whole Foods, the Whole Foods left. It was 1 year old. They left. They said we can't stay here. We had to leave
Yeah,
because everyone was stealing.
yeah, everybody, yeah, exactly, and nobody's stopping them. Everybody's stealing.
Yeah, there was a thing in Florida. These guys stole. Even out here too. I just saw from a food store. They said they stole something like $200,000 in a few years. Because let's just say they're loading their cart full of steaks and lobster. You know,
Yeah,
you could have $1,000, $2,000 in steaks, and you go out the door.
yeah, that's it. I mean, and okay, so the store called the cops. By the time cops show up, that guy is already like in fucking selling the shit. Yeah, you know. And here, like all this grab and go, like they went like in an Hermes store, this and that. Every handbag is 30,000-40,000 bucks.
Yeah.
You know, they grab like 10 handbags.
Yeah.
I mean, do the math,
Yeah.
and nobody can stop them. They literally walked into the mall, the jewelry shop, and they break the glass with the sledgehammers, steal all the jewelry, and then walk out of the mall. It's not like a storefront. I mean, it's a long distance from the entrance of the mall
Yeah.
to that,
And the
jewelry
mall
store.
doesn't have any security, no armed guards, nothing.
Nothing, nothing. Yeah, they have security cameras.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so now when you go to the Rolex store, if they have a Rolex, they don't bring it and show it to you. They have a photo. They show you the photo.
Yeah.
Other stores have the like the photo of the what they have. So if you like the stuff, then you gotta make sure you're a buyer so they can bring and show it to you.
Yeah, some of the pawn shops out here that got robbed, they do that with the guns. They don't put the guns out in a box, like the display.
Right.
They just have an iPad, and you look at the pictures, and if you want to see it, then they'll show you that one. That's it, and
Yeah.
then that's
Yeah.
it.
Exactly, man.
Yeah,
So yeah,
There's-
but it is what it is, man. Everybody's trying to save their business somehow. You can protect yourself, so might as well keep the photos.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's-
Crazy, man.
I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta go to bed.
Richie, you take care of yourself, my friend.
My meat sack friend, but you have a soul. Sacco, I'm gonna pray for your soul. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Richie.
I, I,
Well, at least there's a good to it, right?
hey,
Yeah. We hang out, we smoke cigars, and
oh,
you
yeah,
know,
that's it.
yeah.
It is what it is. I mean,
At least you're not going to waste your prayer.
listen.
And also, I'm a family-oriented man, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
You're,
not that bad.
no, I never said you were bad. I never said you were bad. No, you didn't come from a fish, and you're not that. But you believe what you want.
Okay, you all, did you enjoy the show? This is the last show. That's it.
But this is a stupid place.
Nobody cares.
I hate this place. I hate this place
Uh,
very much. So
Camps are for tenting.
it's the last episode, so everyone. That's it.
Everybody say your goodbyes, and then yeah.
Never coming back.
Don't waste no tears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Limit, limitada.
Richie, good night, my friend.
Bro, I'll see you around. Take care of yourself. You stay.
See you later, boss. See you tomorrow show.